Hello, student athletes. I'm former Buckeye Antonio Smith. I played football at Ohio State from 2002 to 2006 and graduated with a mechanical engineering degree. And I'm not too far removed from the days I played football and ran track in high school in Central Ohio. High school did prepare me for the next level in athletics, but what's most important is that high school prepared me for the next level in life. I'm here with some of my friends to tell you about the Ohio High School Athletic Association and its role in helping you as an Ohio high school student athlete. The OHSAA is a service organization that does many great things to help you achieve success, and it also makes the rules you need to follow if you want to compete. So pay attention, take a few notes, and ask questions. Here we go.
Who we are. The Ohio High School Athletic Association is a nonprofit service organization that regulates and administers school sports in Ohio. It is a voluntary association of approximately 830 public and non-public high schools and 800 7th and 8th grade schools, which represents over 350,000 students competing in 24 sanctioned sports.
What we do. The primary responsibilities of the commissioner and his staff are to interpret the regulations for member schools, conduct high school tournaments, and educate officials, coaches, administrators, student athletes, and their parents. The commissioner and his staff report to a board of directors and work with 6 district athletic boards, all of which are comprised of school administrators.
Allied organizations. The OHSAA is a member of the National Federation of State High School Associations and works with a number of allied organizations throughout the state, all of which are focused on the educational development of Ohio students. This includes the Ohio Department of Education, along with organizations representing school boards, superintendents, principals, athletic administrators, and several coaches associations.
Referendum process. Each member school has an equal voice in determining the bylaws and constitution of the OHSAA. This process not only allows the organization to keep up with changes in the field, but is also one way the association stays member-driven. Regardless of the size of a school or whether a school is public or non-public, each member school has one vote to approve or disapprove the proposed changes. When a school becomes a member of the OHSAA, it agrees to follow the regulations as approved by the membership.
Funding. The association receives no tax money. The primary source of financial support comes from tournament gate receipts. Schools are assessed no fees to maintain membership within the association or to enter OHSAA tournaments. They are provided rule books, educational materials, and other printed items, along with catastrophic insurance coverage for all participants at a cost of approximately $700,000 annually, paid solely by the OHSAA. Additionally, schools are reimbursed for many of their tournament expenses and allowed the opportunity to keep a portion of receipts from the sale of tournament tickets.
We're educational athletics, not big-time event promoters.
We're the builders of tomorrow's good citizens and community leaders, not farm clubs for college and professional teams.
It's an after-school activity, not a year-round endeavor. These are programs that should allow students to develop a healthy balance between academics and athletics.
Contests should be played locally. There is plenty of healthy competition where students can learn and grow through athletics in most of our backyards. We don't need national schedules to accomplish our purposes.
It's the right way to do it. Schools offer these programs because they enhance the educational experience of the young people who participate.
We must seek to develop all students who want to participate to be their best as individuals, students, teammates, members of the community, and not just their best as athletes. Together, we can make school sports what they are meant to be, preparation for the next level of life.
OHSAA rules and regulations impact your athletic eligibility. Here's some important information you need to know.
Your athletic eligibility. All students must be currently enrolled and attending full-time in an OHSAA member school. Your initial high school eligibility is established in grade 9 by attending through the 5th day of school or by playing in a contest prior to the beginning of school. A contest is defined as a scrimmage, preview, or a regular season or tournament competition. In other words, any competition against another school's team. Post-secondary courses must comply with all OHSAA scholarship regulations. Remember, participation in post-secondary experiences, credit flexibility programs, and other educational options may affect your eligibility.
Your grades. High school students must receive passing grades in a minimum of 5 one-credit courses, or the equivalent in the immediately preceding grading period, each of which counts towards graduation. 7th and 8th grade students must pass a minimum of 5 subjects that receive a grade or pass-fail in the immediately preceding grading period. Summer school grades cannot replace failing grades or lack of courses taken in the final grading period. Semester and yearly grades have no effect on OHSAA eligibility. Do not drop a course or change your schedule without contacting your principal or athletic administrator. There are exceptions, so if you have questions, ask. And of course, remember to check your school's rules. Your school may have additional academic standards and likely has its own code of conduct. Don't assume anything. Check with your school officials for additional guidelines that may affect your sports participation.
Transfers. Once you establish eligibility at a high school, a transfer to a different high school means you will be ineligible for athletics for 1 year from the date of enrollment in the new school, unless you meet one of the exceptions to the transfer rule. The transfer bylaws apply to all students enrolled in grades 9 to 12 and to all schools, both public and non-public. The OHSAA has developed a transfer bylaw resource center that's online at ohsaa.org. You can also talk to your school administrators for additional information regarding transfers and any issue pertaining to your participation in school sports.
Participation in non-school sports. In team sports, you may not try out, practice, or participate in a contest with a non-school team while you are a member of a school team in the same sport. Those in team sports may try out, practice, and compete on non-school teams before and after the school season, provided OHSAA guidelines are followed. Before participating, visit ohsaa.org to review those guidelines and ask questions of school officials if anything is unclear. In individual sports, you may practice and try out for a non-school team while you're a member of a school team, but you may not compete in a contest with that non-school team.
Working with school coaches. The OHSAA has restrictions on how much time you're permitted to spend with your school coaches before and after the season and during the summer. To review the specific regulations in this area, visit the association website or contact your school administration.
Wait a minute. What does all this mean? The bottom line is, participating in high school sports is one of the most exciting experiences of your life. Know the facts and ask questions so you don't lose the privilege of participating for your school. Your eligibility is your responsibility. The OHSAA constantly strives for new ways to serve its membership. Here are some examples of what it does for member schools and Ohio student athletes.
State tournaments. The OHSAA sponsors tournaments in 24 sports. In each sport, except football, all OHSAA member schools are eligible to participate in their respective tournament.
Scholar athlete programs. The OHSAA and the OHSAA Foundation provide scholarships to 54 senior student athletes from across the state. Combined with scholarships presented by the 6 district athletic boards, the association presents over $100,000 in scholarships annually. Application materials are sent to high school principals in January, and it is their responsibility to ensure the most qualified candidates are forwarded to the selection committee. Talk to your principal and visit ohsaa.org for additional information on the application process and criteria. Student Leadership Conferences. The OHSAA Foundation annually hosts several one-day leadership conferences. In addition to providing outstanding speakers and workshops, the conferences are a great opportunity to meet student athletes from other schools. Member schools do not pay a registration fee for students to attend. Visit ohsaafoundation.org for more information about the conferences and other exciting Foundation initiatives, including Foundation Service Week.
NFHS Leadership Conference. 8 Ohio students are selected each year to attend the National Student Leadership Conference sponsored by the NFHS. The conference includes 300 delegates from around the country, 300, and provides outstanding speakers, seminars, and fellowship.